metrics do you use to measure the performance of your monetization? Is it revenue per day, ARPDAU, eCPM? Could you please share your knowledge with us?
Well, you have to look at all the numbers because you need to make sure that you have a good retention, a good ARPU, good ARPPU. You know, there's a lot of numbers and things that you have to look at. But at the end, what's important is how much your game is doing in overall.
It depends on the game and the strategy we have for each game. But eCPMs are the metrics that you look into them because they financially satisfy your eagerness in any game. But it depends on the game and depends on in the country, on the GI where you are targeting. So it varies.
Mainly for us, revenue per day and eCPM. We're not really looking at ARPDAU or ARPU in general, but mostly these two metrics are the most important ones for us.
It's a real mix of everything. We manage it daily. I check for sure the overall revenue made per networks, per kind of monetization in app is still a big part of revenue, the most part of revenue. So we need to look at it. We also look at the average revenue per paying user. It's really important for us to have a better sense of what bring the user. So the RPPU and the ARPU is really interesting, and the eCPM at the end is really interesting for us because this is the way we will manage all the networks, the priority, and get more money at the end of the day.
Well, ARPDAU is important, ARPU as well, but I think that overall the most important metric is retention. If you have retention, you have everything.
Lifetime value is important to us, and obviously ARPU.
And any eCPM revenue per day or something like that?
Yeah, average revenue per user is obviously crucial.
Right now we're tracking mostly ARPU, ARPU conversion rates, and ROI on our ad networks.
Okay, no revenue per day or eCPM or something?
At this stage in soft launch, our revenue per day is not that important. Honestly, most of our metrics really come down to retention because most users do pay over a period of time. And although day 1 to day 7 are important numbers, we really care about building customers for life.
Yeah, we use ARPDAU, eCPM, of course, lifetime value of the user. We haven't had too in-depth monetization metrics yet, so because we are quite early yet. But yeah, most likely eCPM, lifetime value, and ARPDAU.
My favorite one is eCPM.
Yeah.
Because that's the perfect method to know if, for me, which is the best ad.
We use mainly the ARPU and with the retention rate.
Well, we're still using the classic ones, right? We're using CPA, CPIs, but you should mostly be looking about the basics. You should be looking about your retention and your acquisition metrics and the lifetime value of your game, which should be always your main KPIs of how much money is every single player of your games doing at a certain time. If you know that, you should be okay by knowing the rest.
Yeah, the first one is retention. So day 1 and day 7 retention is the most important one for us. After we got this sorted out, we're going to RPPU and RPU.